Warm welcome to all of you. I am Fazil Azman and I am the host for today's webinar. I can see so many ambitious faces here. It's a great privilege and a honor for me to meet you all on this platform. You might got an invitation for the today's webinar from one of your closest friend or from a family member or maybe from a complete stranger. However, you are joining the today's webinar expecting a change in your life. I can guarantee you one thing. If you stay tuned 100% in next 1 hour, today will be the most valuable day of your life. Without taking any further time from you, let me outline the today's webinar. This is the one-way communication. Your mic is permanently muted. If you have any queries, you can drop a message in the chat box. We will respond to you. Today's webinar is all about briefing the business projects that we are expecting to implement in your country. There is a selection criteria for that. Therefore, pay 100% attention if you are expecting to get selected. Now, allow me to introduce our business development board members panel. Let me introduce myself first. I am Fazil Azman, currently living in Qatar. I am a MBA graduate. I specialized in finance and logistics and I worked as a manager before becoming an entrepreneur. Now please allow me to introduce our senior board members panel for you. Mr. A. George from USA. Mr. Cherian Matthew from India. Mr. T.G. Kintanar from Philippines. Mr. Adli Hasan from Sudan. Mr. Fofana Amaral from Ivory Coast and Africa. Mr. James Simpson from Australia. Mr. Naresh Pavidi from India. Mr. Harsha Ubiratna from Sri Lanka. Ms. La Tapawong from Laos. Mr. Mohammad Quais from Saudi. Mr. Shankar Rao from India. Mr. Kanjana Veerasinghe from Sri Lanka. Ms. Siti Kartini from Singapore. Allow me to introduce our key speakers for today. Mr. Nuwan from Thailand. He will be addressing you in next 20 minutes. You will get highly inspired by his session. So wait for that. Mr. Sunit from Sri Lanka. He will be the next speaker. He will give you clarity about what you need to do and what you need to know in your life. Mr. Sunit was an ex-engineer in telecommunications and he worked in many telecommunication based companies. As he realized that he cannot achieve goals, he cannot achieve his dreams by working in 9 to 5 jobs. He decided to study about entrepreneurship. So he started small, he started locally and he took his business globally and changed many people's lives. Mr. Sunit's vision of making a difference in this world always inspired me and it helps a lot of people to think big, do big and achieving greater goals in life. His vision became my vision and it became a vision for a lot of people around the whole world. I'm so gratitude and I'm very thankful for this person for having in my life, for mentoring me and guiding me and to make a difference in my life, my community and my country. Without wasting your time, please allow me to welcome Mr. Sunit on this forum. Mr. Sunit.
Thank you very much, Vasil, for your kind and generous introduction about me. I met him years back in Middle East and he's very much committed and dedicated person. He has always been an inspiration for our entrepreneurs panel. Thank you, Vasil, for being with us and for being a pillar for us in Middle East region. Oh my God, I can see so many ambitious faces all over the screen. It's a great honor for me to be here on this forum today with you all. First of all, let's identify why you all are here on this forum today. All of you want to find a way to increase your existing income level, aren't you? Please shake your head or give me a thumbs up by acknowledging what I asked. Okay, I can see few of you are responding. Okay, fine. That is the only reason. How many ways are there in the world to make money as you think? 5, 10, 100, or 1000? Let's discover. Hope you all are familiar with Rich Dad Poor Dad book by Robert T. Kiyosaki. If someone has not yet, as soon as you finish this program, please start reading that book with your first priority. Without having that knowledge, thinking about becoming an entrepreneur can be a daydream for you. Okay, let's move to our topic today. Robert Kiyosaki's famous, most popular book is Rich Dad Poor Dad. In this book, he is giving so much of knowledge about rich category and poor category and their characteristics. There are few unique characteristics belongs to poor people and there are unique characteristics belongs to rich people. As examples, poor people work for money, but rich people make money work for them. Poor people buy liabilities and pay for them for rest of their lives, but rich people make and build assets and make cash flow into their pockets for the rest of their lives. Even though the Rich Dad Poor Dad book is the most popular book which has been written by Robert T. Kiyosaki, his masterpiece is Cash Flow Quadrant book. In this Cash Flow Quadrant book, Robert Kiyosaki explaining why poor people are becoming poor and poorer, why rich people are becoming richer and richer. He's giving the scientific explanation for that scenarios. In this Cash Flow Quadrant book, Robert Kiyosaki introducing this specific unique concept called ESBI. E represent employees, S represent self-employees or small business owners, B represent big business owners, and I represent investors. Let's identify few of the characteristics of the people who are belongs to each of these quadrants. First quadrant, E quadrant, employees. Employees simply means who work for someone else and make money. Actually, employees are trading their time and skill for someone and make money, which means they have a boss or an employer. Employees' total life is controlled by their boss or the employer. Boss or employer is the one who decides when this employee should wake up, should sleep, should come to office, should leave the office, should take their meals. I think you can sense some of these characteristics. And if you consider about the income formula belongs to this employee category people, it looks like this. They are generating an income using their knowledge and using their time that they are working. To increase their income, at least they should increase their knowledge and skills, or they need to increase the amount of hours that they are working. To increase your knowledge, people are following many master courses, PhDs, degrees, diplomas, certificate courses. But still, can you get unlimited amount of knowledge? No. Even though you are taking a PhD, you are taking it for a specific field only. Electronic PhD holder cannot give treatments for patients as a doctor because he has a limited knowledge, limited skill set. So your knowledge is limited to you. It is unique to you. You cannot increase it to an unlimited level. So if you consider about the income formula, knowledge is limited to you, limited to the individual. If you consider about the time, you can increase your income by increasing the number of hours that you are working. But up to how many hours? Maximum you can work up to 24 hours in a day. Can you increase more than that? It is impossible. So your income is limited when the number of hours are limited that you can work. So in this income formula, if both of these factors are having limitations, your income also having a limitation. That is why even though you are trying so hard to increase your income by increasing these two functions, you still getting stuck at a point. I hope you can understand this because this income formula cannot get increased or multiplied as you want. Because of this reason, your income or employees' income is limited. Meantime, they are generating an active income. What is an active income? Active income means if you need to make money, you need to work. If you are unable to work, you will not make money. Think about any of the employee that you know, or think about yourself. Can you stay at home without doing any work, or can you travel all around the world without thinking about your job or without working there, even online, and make the same amount of salary every month into your bank account? It is impossible. If you are not going to work at least more than 2-3 weeks, what will happen? You will lose your job. Your employer will hire someone else and sack you out of the job, which means you are having an active income. You have to work to make money. Even if you face an accident, if you become a person who are unable to work anymore, your income will be vanished. That is what active income is. I hope you sense the risk that anyone who is carrying when they are having an active income. Other characteristic belongs to employee category people is they avoid risk. Even though they are not happy with these circumstances that they are facing and going through under this employee category, they are afraid of taking a risk and change the way of that they are living in. They want to have a change, but they are afraid to take that step. They avoid risks. Majority of the people in this E quadrant are not satisfied about the life that they are living in, but they are not taking any steps because of these characteristics. But few of these people who are not ready to work under someone else for rest of their lives and follow their orders and make someone successful through their efforts, thinking about taking a risk, and they are actually taking a risk and trying to take action to change the way of income generation. Those people are starting to do their own job. We call them as self-employees or small business owners. Let's figure out what are the characteristics belong to this S quadrant, self-employee or small business people. As we discussed, self-employed category people are willing to take a risk. That is why they are starting their own job. They are thinking why we need to waste our time and energy to make someone else successful. Why don't we work for ourselves and make that 100% result for us? Those people are starting their own job or own business, small type of businesses. As an example, doctors starting their own channeling centers. Lawyers starting their own law firms. Ordinary person starting their own retailing shop. Through that, they are trying to work for themselves and make the 100% of profit to them through their energy and time. In here, you are gaining the independency without depending on someone else's orders or someone else's decisions. But you have to manage everything. Not like as an employee, here you are the owner of the business, owner of your job. You have to manage every aspect of your job or business. Nobody is there to take care of your business anymore. So you have a little bit of tight schedule. You are a little bit of packed with your works, but still you are enjoying because you are doing everything for yourself. Nobody is there to control your time and life. You are enjoying that when you are in S quadrant. But still, if you consider about your income formula, it almost looks like what employee had. You are also generating your income as a self-employee following the same income formula using your knowledge and your time. As we discussed in the first quadrant, your knowledge is limited to you. Your marketing skill, your management skill, your leadership skill, everything is limited to you. And the time still has its own limits. You cannot cross 24 hours. Even though you are having a retailing shop, you cannot keep it open for 24 hours and make the same amount of profits in each hour. You have to open your shop when the customers are there. So it is not in your control, and your income will be limited depending on these two factors, knowledge and time. And you are generating an active income under self-employed category also. It is very simple to understand. If you are unable to open up your retailing shop, will you be able to make profits? Not at all. As a doctor, if you are unable to give treatment for your patients, will you be able to generate an income? Not at all. If a tuition lecturer is unable to give lectures for their students, will he or she be able to generate an income? Not at all. So you are generating 100% active income. If you are unable to work, you will not make any penny. But not like as an employee, you have been able to, self-employees have been able to take a risk. They have taken an action to change the way of generating their income. But still, they are struggling because the income formula that they are generating their income. The people who are not happy with employee or self-employed category and the time limitation and less freedom, always trying to do something different and build something big. Very tiny percentage of the people on this planet are thinking and taking action to start big businesses where they can hire other people's work for them. We call them as big business owners. There are more than 500 people minimum working under a big business owner as employees. And big business owners own a system, and system work for them and make profits. But to build such a system, it takes 10 to 20 years in a traditional way. As an example, think about McDonald Corporation. To develop the McDonald Corporation to the existing level, you can find out more than 36,000 outlets all over the planet. McDonald to become to that level from one outlet to 36,000 outlets, it has been taken many years to develop their system to a level where they can manage 36,000 outlets from different parts of the world. So it is not an easy task. But if you build a system, what is happening, even though you are there or not, you can make profits. Have you seen McDonald owner in the outlets where you can find in your country? I guarantee you will never see him, because some outlets are there in the world that the McDonald owner have never visited. Still, he's being able to make profits through that outlet to his bank account because the power of a system. But building a system is not easy at all. Other factor that they are using to generate their profit or income is resources. What are the key resources that they are using? Money and people. Big business owners never worry about money that they need to build a business because there are banks, they provide loans, they are using those loans to run the business, and when they make profits, they settle the loan. And as a fact, we all know that the unemployment percentage in the world is getting higher and higher every day. Millions of people are educated, unemployed. They are looking out for job opportunities. So big business owners never want to worry about their employees. Whenever they need to hire people, there are so many people out there who are looking out for opportunities. They have so much of resources in terms of finding right employee. So when you look at this formula, which big business owners are following, to increase their income, they just need to upgrade their system. Meantime, upgrade the number of people who are working in that system. Same thing is doing by McDonald's. When they need to increase their profit or upgrade their profit, what they are doing, they are increasing the number of outlets in the world. Think they increase their outlet up to 50,000. They just need to upgrade their system to a level where they can manage 50,000 outlets throughout the world. And for new outlets, they need to hire new employees. So they are increasing number of people who are working in that system. So the big business owner, the McDonald owner, will be able to see so much of profits because of this improvement. And the McDonald Corporation themselves will be able to become a billion-dollar company. Now also they have become a billion-dollar company. But the thing that you need to understand, as a big business owner, even though you are there or not, you can generate a huge amount of profit. And it is a keep continuing cash flow. But you have to build a system. When you are getting a cash flow without your involvement, we call it as a passive income. Even though you are unable to work actively, you still can generate the same or more amount of profits to your bank account when you are having a passive income. As we discussed, big business owners are having an unlimited income sources because they can increase their number of people who are working in their systems, and they can improve their system to unlimited level, and their income will be unlimited. So big business owners simply use a system to make profit or make money for them. When people are making this kind of wealth through these big businesses, they are thinking about investing their wealth in few different businesses. So those people are belongs to I category. When you build a big business and when you are generating a huge amount of cash flow and wealth, what you are doing, you are investing that wealth in few different businesses, and using that money you are making more and more money. Actually, investors make money work for them always. Because of that, they are generating an unlimited income, and it always a passive income. But only 1% of the world populations belongs to I quadrant, investor category. Becoming an investor is not easy at all, because you need to have huge amount of wealth under you, and you need to have a huge amount of cash flow, $1,000,000 cash flow into your bank account every day. Then you can become an investor. So we discuss about few different characteristics of people who are belongs to each of these quadrants. But let me tell you a shocking fact. There are 7.8 billion people living on this planet right now. Out of these 7.8 billion people, 95% of the people are living in this E and S quadrants. 95%. Only 5% of the world population living in B and I quadrant. So you can understand, moving your income sources to B or I quadrant is not easy at all. If it was easy, at least 50-50 would be there, or at least 60-40 would be there, but it is 95 to 5. But it is not the fact. Out of the whole world wealth, 95% of the wealth is getting distributed among this 5% of the world population, which means only 5% of the world wealth is getting distributed between 95% of the world population. So can you understand why, even though employees and self-employees are working so hard and unable to generate the income that they are expecting to have? Simply, employees and self-employees are working much more than big business owners and investors are working in a day, but still unable to generate the income that they need to survive, or that they need to have to enjoy their life. So you should understand, it is not in your control. Wealth distribution is not belongs to you. It is a natural phenomena that because of the system that we are living in, because of the political system that we are living in. So if you really need to enjoy your life, and if you really need to achieve the freedom that you are expecting to achieve in your life, what you need to do? If you are thinking staying in E and S quadrant and fighting against your government, fighting against your business owner, asking to give you more, I'm so sorry for you, because that is what already happening all around the world, but no result. But if you are thinking shifting your income sources from left hand to right hand, then we have a solution for you. You will get to know about this solution within next few minutes with the person that I am going to introduce to you. So now we have a question. What are the available options that we have to shift our income sources from this left hand quadrants to right hand quadrants? We have found solutions. But prior to us, Robert Kiyosaki himself has discovered these options and have provided it as a knowledge for all the people in the world through a book called Cash Flow Quadrant. In that book, he is explaining about three major ways of shifting your income sources from left-hand quadrants to right-hand quadrants and become a financially free person. First option is you can build your own system from the scratch. But building a system from the scratch is so hard. It takes a lot of money, lot of time, and huge effort from you as well. You need to have a unique concept like Microsoft, like Facebook, like Apple. It is not something belongs to ordinary people. Those businesses have been built by unique genius people like Bill Gates, Zuckerberg, or Steve Jobs. Second option, which Robert Kiyosaki introducing, is buy an existing system with their brand name. Buy an existing system with their brand name. So you don't need to worry about building a system by spending 10 to 20 years. And you don't need to worry about building a brand name by spending millions of dollars. You are buying such a big brand and a system, and you just need to implement it and run it. So you can make profits guaranteed. But to buy such a system with the brand name is not easy. It requires huge amount of money. You need to have millions of dollars to buy such a big system and a brand. But you can guarantee one thing, you can make profit, huge amount of profits. But it is not easy for an average ordinary person. Third option, which Robert Kiyosaki explaining, is be a part of an existing system along with the brand name. Be a part of an existing system with the brand name. This option is the best option for average, ordinary, middle class people who are seeking out a way to shift their income sources from left hand quadrant to right hand quadrant. You will be able to get to know about how you can do it in the next session. To guide you on this aspect, I am going to bring a very successful person to this forum. I met this person years back in a business conference in Malaysia. His vision of making a difference in the whole world always inspired me and a lot of people to think big and do big and achieve greater goals in their lives. I am very much grateful for him as I got the opportunity to be in his association for many years and years to come. Once we were having a conversation, I asked him, what is your main business, realizing that he is having multiple income sources? His answer was, my main business is creating and building businesses. Since then, I wanted to be like him, and I started following him 100% as my mentor. He was an engineer with a bachelor, a master, and a PhD. He got so much educated, but yet he decided to leave his degrees aside and become an entrepreneur. He loves traveling and exploring the beauty of the planet. He is a frequent traveler who travels the globe and builds global businesses. He is a global businessman, have built businesses over 15 plus countries up to now. He has 7 plus income sources. He is a social media influencer and a guru through Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and now reaching millions of people through webinars like this. You guys are so privileged to have this person sharing his wisdom on how to get into that 1% of the successful people on this planet. He will talk to you all from his heart and you will get highly inspired. When I talk about him, I usually get emotional because the impact, the positive impact he made in my life throughout this journey. Keep yourself 100% focused on this session. If he could touch millions of people with his words and wisdom, he can definitely make a huge difference in your life today. So, guys, allow me to introduce my inspiration, my guru, my mentor, Mr. Nuwan Hettiarachchi. Mr. Nuwan,
Oh my god, it was an unbelievable session. Sunit, your explanation about ESBI was stunning. And I think even a primary school kid, or maybe a secondary school kid, or maybe a small baby in the kindergarten also can understand. That level of clarity was there. Right? And at the same time, I was observing the crowd. I was going through one by one those who kept the videos on, and I understood when you were explaining about the E quadrant. Most of the people were actually feeling how suffering is it to get into this E quadrant and do a job for a boss. I saw that in their faces. And then when you explain about the S quadrant, some of them were looking up and thinking, and they were dreaming, how can we get into the S quadrant? And then you came to the B quadrant. And everyone is wondering, how can we get into the B quadrant in our life? Guys, this session is all about giving you an opportunity, but not for everyone, for those who get selected from our selection criteria. We'll explain about the selection criteria later, right? For those who get selected, we have an opportunity which will definitely help you to get into that B quadrant and build a big business with our support, right? And Sunit and me, we know each other for a very long time, so many years it's been. And Sunit was just a friend for me long back, right? I need to say, he was a stranger for me. And then what happened? He became a friend of me, and then a best friend, and then a brother. Sunit is one of my brother now, right? And that's how we took all our businesses to the next levels. And without Sunit, I think reaching where I am at the moment will be a nightmare. Definitely. Sunit is playing a vital role in most of my businesses. And Sunit, I am so thankful for you for being in my life. I have so much of gratitude for helping me and supporting me and together building all these businesses. Thank you, Sunit. Okay, so guys, this session, this webinar is all about, number one, giving you a certain amount of knowledge why you must get into that B quadrant, right? Which is already done by Sunit. And number two, giving you a little bit more clarity on why you must become a businessman. Number three, the business model we have, the business concept we have, which we are planning to implement in your country. And if you are in this Zoom session, which means we have already chosen your country, right? And number four, the selection criteria for that. We are going to select only some of you. We are not able to select all of you guys. Okay? Sorry for that. And those who do not get selected, don't worry. We have a plan for you guys also. That is, we have a series of webinars, trainings, and different processes which will help you to change your mindset, the way you think, to become a businessman, right? Because being a businessman is all about the mindset. We will help you to grow your mindset with a range of free webinars and free programs in the future. That will help you to build any business, right? Any business in your choice. But for this business opportunity, we are going to select only a handful of people, right? Okay, and I was talking to Fazil Asman, right? The first speaker. He was the host of today's webinar. And as I was discussing with him, he told me that there are participants in this webinar from Western Europe, Central and Eastern Europe, and also Asia, Africa, Middle East, and Americas, right? So I think you guys are covering the whole planet, right? So many participants from different countries, right? Okay. So again, I'm super excited to see you all, and I'm looking forward to build some businesses in your country with you, together with you, and to make a difference in your life. and also a difference in your country and your economy, right? So guys, let's move forward. And I have a very unique topic to discuss with you guys today, which is called a marathon versus a relay. Marathon is an event where you will be running for a very long distance alone, right? You'll be running for maybe 60 kilometers, 70 kilometers, right? That way you are running for a very long distance, and if you run faster than others, that long distance with that endurance and everything, you will win, right? And a relay is an event where you run for a certain distance and you will be giving a baton to somebody else, and that person will take the baton from there and continue running, and that person will be giving the baton to the other person, and that person will be running, right? So it is a teamwork event, right? That is a difference. So suppose your grandfather or maybe great grandfather, okay, started to work. So I'm going to compare what your great grandfather and your entire generation did to a marathon, okay? Your great grandfather worked for 40 years. After he worked for 40 years, he made certain amount of money. With that money from the job, okay, he educated your grandfather. Great grandfather educated your grandfather. And your grandfather, with that education, found a job and started working. He worked for 40 years. He made certain amount of money. And grandfather educated your father. And father got a job. Father worked for 40 years and made some money and educated you. So you get a job. And then you are going to work for 40 years and making a certain amount of money. And you are going to educate your kids with that money you make, right? And what are they going to do? They are going to work for another 40 years and repeat the same cycle, right? So let me ask you one question. Great grandfather had a certain amount of knowledge. After studying and working, he got some level of experience and knowledge, right? Because of that, he got a position in a company. Were your grandfather got the same position? No, he was never able to give this position to your grandfather, right? Same thing, your grandfather worked very hard on a company. Your grandfather worked on a company for 40 years and got a higher position, right? Was he able to give that position to your father? No, your father had to start from zero again, right? Your father worked for 40 years and got a position, little higher position in a company. Was he able to give that position to you? No, right? Only thing he gave you was the education from the money he made, but he never gave you that position. Position is the word you have to understand, right? Your great grandfather never gave any position to your grandfather. Your grandfather never gave any position to your father. Your father never gave any position to you, and you will never give any position to your kids. Your kids will repeat the same thing and they will never give any of those positions to their kids, right? Now, I want to compare this marathon, doing a job, running for 40 years and never giving the position to their next generation, right? To a relay. I'm going to be comparing a relay to a business, right? Suppose your great grandfather starting a small business. Suppose it's a vehicle, a bicycle repair shop with a small amount of customers, right? He's a self-employed, right? A very small businessman. And great grandfather developed that business for 40 years. And he has a certain amount of customers, little bit of equipment, right? Little things, right? So when he leave this planet, after 40 years, right? Suppose after he retire, right? He'll be giving this business to your grandfather. Your grandfather is getting a business which was built by the great grandfather for 40 years, right? So your grandfather now work for 40 years and make that business little bigger, right? Little bit more customer base, little bit better equipment, right? And he will be giving this business, little bigger business, to your father. As you can see in the slide, the balls are getting bigger and bigger, right? The business is growing, right? And your father worked for 40 years. That means build that business for 40 years and now have better technology, right? Bigger customer base, right? The whole province, whole area, whole city knows about this bicycle repair shop, right? And your father is giving a huge business to you. And you are going to build it even bigger and bigger with these latest technologies, right? Using social media, reaching out to customers over social media, right? You will be somehow doing a lot of things and you will be making it huger and huger and huger. So suppose you build it over provinces and over the country, right? And what business? What are you going to give to next generation? You will be inheriting what your great grandfather, grandfather, father, and you have built to your kids. Right? That is all about building a business, right? What are you giving to your kids if you are an employee? Nothing. If you are an engineer, doctor, lawyer, accountant, PhD, scientist, right? Even you win the Nobel Prize, doesn't matter, guys. You have nothing to give to your next generation. Just the education provide with the money you make. Nothing more than that. Right? You understand? You are not going to inherit them anything. Right? So do you understand how stupid it is to do a job? You understand that? Right? So now think about a relay. So do you see, if you are building a business like a relay, right? Whatever you build will be inherited by your next generation, right? When I heard about this long back, I was really thinking about that and I lost that respect which I had in myself for those professors, PhDs and all those people. Guys, even I'm a PhD, but I still don't value that degree. Why? Because I cannot inherit anything to my next generation, right? So guys, it doesn't matter how much you are educated or how much credibility you have, how much skills and knowledge you have, right? If you are not building a business, you are not going to inherit anything to your next generation, right? So get the point very seriously to build a business. Why you must become a businessman, right? So I'm going to be going to the second point. The second point is that the technology is taking away jobs, which you don't know about that till now. Okay? The technology is taking your job. How can that happen, right? Some of you might be thinking, right? Guys, take out your mobile phone, right? Take out your mobile phone, guys. I'm looking at the screen. Guys, take your mobile phone out. Some of you might be on the session with your mobile phone, right? Okay, it's okay. On your mobile phone, do you have WhatsApp? Do you have WhatsApp? Yes. I can see thumbs up from many people, right? Do you have Messenger? Everyone has Facebook Messenger, right? Do you have Instagram? Do you have Telegram? Do you have email, Gmail, or any other form of email? Yes, everyone has. So let me ask you one question. Are you going to the post office to post a letter to your grandfather? When was the last time you entered to a post office? When? Never, right? Okay. So what happened to the job of the postman? He got unemployed, right? When I was a very small kid, I remember we used to wait near the door, right? Waiting for sometimes the envelopes. We used to communicate with those envelopes. But now, what happened to the postman? He lost his job. So many postmen over the planet lost their jobs because of this little bit of technological advancement, right? Let's move forward, right? Have you seen these applications? Hotel.com, right? And a lot of websites, right? A lot of applications and websites, right? Hotelbook.com, right? And bookings.com, right? So many websites, right? Indigo, cheap tickets, right? Have you seen these websites? When was the last time you went to a travel agent to book a hotel or book a flight? When was the last time? Nowadays, nobody is going to travel agents. Everyone is booking their flights or maybe the hotels online only, right? They have the application, just select the location, book it, make the payment online, done, right? How about banks? When did you go to a bank last? Most of you are not going to banks. What do you do instead of going to the bank? Online transfer, online payments, online this, online that, online everything, right? If you want to take cash, you are going to an ATM machine, right? If you want to deposit cash, you are also going to a cash deposit machine. If you want to upgrade your passbook, you are also getting into a passbook update machine. Everything is automated now, guys, right? I remember in a bank, recently I went to a bank and I was just thinking, long back, there were so many counters and so many people are working on those counters. But now, only one counter is open and rest of the counters are closed, right? Because nobody is getting into banks nowadays. So what happened to their jobs, guys? Because of these banking applications. They all lost their jobs, right? So do you understand how many bankers are, losing their jobs and how fast the banks are getting shrinked? You understand that? In 2018 or 2017, I forgot. I remember I was in UAE, Dubai, and we downloaded one application. And then we ordered a cab, right? And a car came in front of me and the door was automatically opened, right? And there was no driver. I was so shocked. What? There is no driver. How did this car come here, right? It is a self-driving car. There's no need of a driver. Guys, there's a lot of self-driving cars. So what is happening to those drivers? They are losing their jobs, right? Technology is taking away their jobs. What else, guys? Do you know McDonald? You know McDonald, right? McDonald is planning to have 0 employees in the outlets. That means next time when you enter to the outlet, there is a machine, right? As you can see in the picture, right? You just need to press tick, 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 tick. I want this burger, McBurger, right? And they'll be showing you the price, and you just have to take your mobile phone, scan the QR code, and make the payment. Done, right? From other side, you will be getting the burger. You grab it and you go. There are no employees. Everything will be made by robots. The technological advancements. So guys, please understand that the technology is swiping away all the jobs, right? As you can see in this graph, technology is taking away all the jobs. Can you see the number of jobs are declining due to technological advancements? But as you all know, as we all know, what is happening to the population? Rising. Every day the population is rising, right? Now it's almost 8 billion people, right? 7 point something. Sooner it will be 8 billion, right? Population is always growing, guys. People are still having kids, right? But please understand, the jobs are going down, the population is growing. So there will be a gap. That gap is called the unemployment gap, right? Every year after year after year, month after month, day after day, what is happening? This gap is becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. Lot of people are losing jobs, right? And I also believe most of you are here because you cannot find a job. I know that, right? The problem is with the technological advancements, right? So sooner or later, millions and billions of people are going to get unemployed. Please understand that, right? That is why you have to find a solution for that. What is the solution? Building a business. No other solution in this planet available, guys. Only solution is you have to build a business, right? So I hope now you got so much clarity that you must become a businessman. All the solutions you want in your life is in that B quadrant only. B category, right? Once you get big in B category, you can go to I category and become an investor, right? So let's move forward. In the previous session, Sunith explained, according to Robert T. Kiyosaki, there are 3 ways where you can get into this B quadrant, right? First way, Sunith explained, build your own system from the scratch, right? And the second option, buy an existing system with a brand name. And number 3, become a part of an existing system along with a brand name, right? So I'm going to give you a little bit clarity about this, all these 3, but Sunith has already explained you, right? I'm not going to take examples and all these things, but I'm going to give you a little bit of information about the investment and the knowledge required, okay? Building your own business, own traditional business from the scratch is a huge investment. It's a multi-million dollar investment, right? And you need certain amount of knowledge, but you can buy that knowledge because you have money. How are you going to buy that knowledge? If you don't know engineering, you hire some engineers. If you don't know accounting, you hire some accountants. If you don't know law, you hire some lawyers, right? That way you can hire people because you have money, right? So you are hiring all the knowledge, right? And then you get that knowledge for your system to run, right? So the investment is very high and the knowledge is okay, right? It's medium level where you can get with your money. And then second, buy an existing system with a brand name, right? Medium investment, at least $1 or $2 million, right? It's not going to be multi-million dollars, right? $1 or $2 million, right? And medium knowledge is required. Why? Because knowledge is given by that system. They will tell you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things to do step by step, right? And you just have to follow. But medium amount of knowledge will be required, right? Okay. And the third option, become a part of an existing system along with a brand. Very, very, very tiny little bit of startup cost will be there. And out of that small amount, majority of the amount will be spent on your education, educating yourself, right? And then very high knowledge is required. What we are going to talk today, very high knowledge is required, right? But the good thing is knowledge is given by a system. Myself already built this in 15 different countries successfully. And if you are in this forum, You are here because we have chosen your countries, right? So you understand, if you start a traditional business from the scratch, huge investment, low knowledge to start, right? But if you become a part of this number three, right, become a part of an existing system along with a brand name, startup cost is low, right? But you have to take a lot of knowledge. So let's move forward. Why our business model? Right? Number one, no risk. I told you, right? Startup cost is very, very low, very tiny. Apart from that, the business model itself, right, has zero risk. The business model itself having a great future, very great future. Okay, I'll explain you now, right, and you will understand. And let's move on and see and just look at a traditional business. In a traditional business, there will be a cash out first, and if everything goes well, there will be a cash in, right? I'll explain in this way. In a traditional business, you are investing money on so many things, and if every investment became right and perfect, there will be profits coming in, right? Investment first and then the profit, right? Cash out first and then cash in, right? But the business model which we are going to discuss with you, cash in first. If there's a cash in, there will be a cash out. You are thinking, oh, what type of business model is this, right? There's a business model like that, right? I'll give you more clarity about it in a while. Now, I want to explain you about one company called HP. This HP company, in order for this HP company to make a huge business and succeed, right? It is already a succeeding company, right? Number one, they need to cash out, spend money, invest money on research and development. Otherwise, they won't be able to build latest laptops, right? They are cashing out, investing money on research and development. There are thousands of engineers working for HP company to develop a better model, a better laptop, right? So after research and development, they have a model, a concept of a new laptop. And then they have to cash out for production. That means they have to produce laptops, right? People are going to buy, so they need to produce laptops, right? So they are spending billions of dollars on production, right? There'll be millions of laptops, right? So many people will be buying around the planet, right? And now research and development done, laptop is already produced, but nobody knows about this laptop. Now what to do? Have to spend a lot of money on advertisement and marketing. Billions of dollars on advertisements and marketing, right? They are paying money for TV advertisements, different newspapers, right? Banners, cutouts. They are paying to Facebook, Google, right? All these platforms to promote the products, to get those product advertisements in front of the eyes of the audience, the people, right? So now all the people are seeing those advertisements, right? And they are getting to know about this product. They are having the awareness about this new laptop, right? And number four, for them to sell those laptops, they need to open shops. They need to have shops. They need to maintain shops. They need to pay the rent for those shops, right? They're spending again millions and billions of dollars to maintain hundreds of thousands of shops around the planet, right? And then there must be employees to work on those shops. Employee salaries, again millions and billions of dollars, right? Cash out, right? Till now I was talking only about cash out, right? Right? Can you see how much pain HP is having, right? So spending a lot of money on employees and then cashing out a lot of money on utilities. They're spending a lot of money to pay electricity bills, water bills, right? And different types of bills, right? And they're spending a lot of money to transport or maybe shipping and handling cost of those laptops, right? They have to ship all the laptops from the manufacturing place to the shops. They're spending a lot of money for that also, right? So after spending money on research and development, production, advertisement and marketing, shops, employee salaries, utilities and shipping and handling, after spending this much of money, billions of dollars, if they cannot sell enough laptops and generate profits back to their HP company, what is going to happen, guys? HP will bankrupt. If they make one big mistake, the whole organization will bankrupt. You see, cash out happening first. Then only there will be a cash in. This is the way of every traditional business in this planet, right? So what we have done, we have created a business model, right, where there is no research and development, okay, where there is no production, where there is no advertisements and marketing, where there are no shops. It's going to be 100% on e-commerce, right? There are no employee salaries. Why? Because there are no shops, right? There is no utilities. Why? Because no shops, no utilities, right? And there is no shipping and handling cost. What? Mr. Nuan, what did you tell? Yes, there's such a business model. Right? So now the problem is educating you about this business model, business concept is not going to be overnight. It is not going to be like this, right? It is taking a lot of time, right? So that's why I told you, when you become a part of an existing system, right, there's a lot of things for you to learn. Why? Because the startup cost is very low, right? For this business model, there is no investment, right? Do you see? No investment on R&D, no investment on production, no investment on research and development, no investment on ads and marketing, no shops, no employee salaries, no utilities, no shipping and handling, right? So this concept is very safe. Why? Because there is no investment happening inside the model. But for you to start, there will be a small startup cost, right? Now, I am going to explain few more factors about this business concept, right? The benefits. Number one, no risk. Just think about this, okay? HP will run for so many years. Apple will run. Dell will run, right? So many other companies will run. Amazon will run. Elon Musk, SpaceX, right, will run. Tesla will run, right? Years after years, those companies will run. But if they make one mistake, they will fully bankrupt and they will go to zero. They will shut down their business. That you understood, right? The problem of a traditional business, if investment did not work well, there will be no profits. So the business will bankrupt, right? This business is not going to be like that. This business model, this business concept is very safe because cash in will happen first. Then only there will be a cash out, right? Because we have created it upside down, there will be no risk, right? So no risk, because of that, there's a great future for our business model. And number two, when you become a part of this business concept, right, you are going to become a part of a proven system, right? It's a proven system. We have been creating millionaires over the planet for 20 plus years, right, guys? So it's a proven system already, right? But maybe it is not yet implemented in your country, right? So we are going to find out the serious people who is willing to take a step forward, right, with our selection criteria. I'll explain about that in a while, right, and build this business in your country, right? So this is going to be part-time. You don't have to quit your job and do this. Once you're generating a good amount of money, maybe a little bit bigger than your salary, right, then you can quit, right? So initially you can start part-time, over the time you can come full-time, right? And very little startup cost. And if you build this business seriously for a certain amount of time, we have a certain level of guarantee that after 3 to 5 years of doing this business part-time with us, you have the potential of becoming a freaking US dollar millionaire, right? And get into that B quadrant. Remember, ESBI, B quadrant, and earn a passive income. That means you do nothing for that income, right? Okay. So guys, I'm going to be telling you about the selection criteria. The selection criteria is going to be this. There are two criteria. If you fail the first criteria, we are not going to take you through the second criteria. Okay. First criteria is to check your mindset. So under your mindset, we are going to check your desire and the need. Desire, need, it's the same word, which means how badly you want to do something, right? What is your main reason to get into that B quadrant? Why you want to get there? We have to have a crystal clear reason in you. If you don't have such a reason, and we know people who don't have such a need, such a desire, are going to be the most laziest people in this planet, right? So we are checking your desire level, number one, under criteria 1. And then attitude. You must have a good attitude, right, for you to get selected. Otherwise, we won't be able to communicate and work together, right? You should have a good attitude so that we can work together easily, right? And next is communication. We need very fast communication with you guys. So the person who has contacted you will check your communication, attitude, desire, and all these things, right? Those are our panel members, right? And last, commitment. How much you are willing to commit. Not to build the business, nah. Building the business is part-time, but learning it, a lot of things to do, right? You have a lot of learning processes to go through because it is knowledge. Knowledge is the power in this business concept, right? And criteria 2, you get to criteria 2 if you get selected and if you get through criteria 1, right? Criteria 2 is going to educate yourself, which means we'll be giving you a lot of knowledge, right? For that, you will have to watch several videos and give a sharing what have you learned. So we will be checking whether you can understand something or not, right? And then number 2, you will have to read books. First book will be Rich Dad Poor Dad. And number 3, you will have to attend, right, enroll to a business development course. It is a short course which you can finish it very fast, right? And there we will be also checking whether your level of understanding, right? And then after you complete this number 3, then you will go to number 4, right? Personal development, mindset development webinars. We have a series of webinars to develop your mindset, right? Number 5, after that, then only we will start building the business project with you, right? If you complete criteria 1 and criteria 2 successfully, right, then the person who has introduced you to this webinar, one of our business partner, he or she will be giving me the guidance that this person has completed with this level of clarity. Then you will be seeing me live again, one-on-one sessions. We will be having one-on-one sessions, right? We will be having group sessions, right? We will be continuously planning how to proceed further, step-by-step guidance on how to build this business concept, right? I told you guys in the beginning, this business is all about knowledge. When the investment is going lower and lower, the knowledge is going higher and higher. Traditional business, high investment, medium knowledge, low knowledge. So you must be willing to complete these 2 criteria. If you do so, let's move forward and make a difference in your life, in your community, in your country, and let's raise your country's economy to this level. Because people are getting unemployed. Whatever we do is creating more and more opportunities for people. Businessmen are the people who create more opportunities for other people. Employees just go and grab them. That's it, right? So I'm looking forward to build this business project with some of these serious people in this forum. And here we come to the end of this webinar, right? I hope this webinar helped you to shift your mindset and also help you to get certain level of clarity about our business project and the safety. And I hope you have understood who we are, and some of you who complete these 2 criteria very seriously will be the next future millionaires, successful people with us. See you guys again in the future.